bring the body.
Why beautiful? What you got to say?
They'll bring the face.
I'm fierce, flawless, and amazing.
And for the first time ever, they'll bring their own live vocals.
There will be no lip syncing.
From executive producer RuPaul.
This is it! The first all-drag, all-singing competition that is truly out of this world.
14 global drag queens.
Namaste.
Bonjour.
Repping red, white, and blue.
I'm from Great Mexico. Next, El Universo.
One international singing competition. An all-star panel of judges.
Welcome, our pop diva panel.
There is something when a veteran drag queen takes the stage.
Are you calling me old?
I'm not gonna give up without a fight.
You're talking my language now.
This is my moment to really be appreciated.
In India, I don't get to do this. To stand here, it couldn't get bigger than this.
This is just the world to me.
Sing like the world is watching.
You literally sang your wig off.
Queen of the Universe. New series streaming December 2nd, exclusively on Paramount+.
Hey, it's Anthony Allen Ramos from GLAAD. Nice to see everyone. Queen of the Universe. I'm so excited. Michelle, let me start with you because it's not just about the glam this time. It's about the vocals for you having, your own experience as a pop star. How excited are you for this?
Oh my goodness. What I'm really excited for, Anthony, is the world seeing the talent that these queens have. A lot of people say, well, that's just drag queen music, as if they negate it, as if it doesn't matter, as if it's beneath music. Drag queen music is music. And this will showcase the incredible talent of these queens and their artists who just happen to perform in drag. They're drag queens who sing live. And not only do they sing live, they sang live. This show, Anthony, have you seen the first episode?
I sure have.
How great is it?
I'm obsessed, yeah.
It's so good. It's so much more than what people think it's going to be. And I think they think it's going to be great, but it's even more than that. And just the feeling, the stage, the energy, the music, the vocals, the performances, they're next level. And it's different to Drag Race. It really is different. So like you said, for me, it's about the voice, the vocals, the performance first, and the drag second. But the drag still has to be good, trust.
Oh yeah, but you bring up a good point. I want to go to Trixie because I feel like finally, you mentioned drag music. We are in this moment where there is, the queens are finally getting, some of these girls can really sing like Trixie and they're getting signed to major labels.
And some of them can't.
Right.
That's all, you know what, that's all music. That's all music.
Trixie, how good does it feel though for you? Because you got a hot new song out yourself, but to kind of be in this moment where, we're saying, these queens can sing and they should put out music.
When I tell you, these are people who, if they were not in drag and we didn't have Paramount Plus shining big, beautiful lights on them with glitter cannons and fantasy, these instruments that these people possess are incredible. These instruments are amazing. And you have to think, I play guitar, you push a note, you pluck it, no matter what you're feeling, no matter if you have a cold, that note comes out. These are people in wigs and corsets and high heels dealing with the voice, which is like any given day, your voice is doing a different thing. I don't think the stakes have ever been higher for people in wigs competing for a large amount of money. And just watching them, what I've gotten to do with my music career, just watching them and hearing some of them, I'm like, oh my God, the whole world could be yours. You know what I mean? Episode 1, every performance was mind-blowing. Everyone. Then I realized, oh my God, we have to eliminate, any one of these people could be like stars, it's hard to eliminate people.
And Vanessa, you are no stranger to the Drag Race family. I'm still remembering your iconic Dolly moment. We gotta remember that. Thinking back, do you remember the first drag show or drag performer that you saw back in the day? Because obviously you love this world.
Woo, let's see. We probably have to go back to the 80s. I don't know, Lady Bunny?
Probably.
It's, in being in New York and back when there were clubs that we could dance at and stuff, but that pop culture, that time period, possibly. But, as Trixie said, the production value is on fleek. It is amazing. And it is a global competition. So not only are you going to see queens compete vocally, but they are from different parts of the world singing in different languages, but still knocking us off our feet. And it's going to be interesting to see who you vote for and who you're rooting for, because everyone has their own strengths, and some are peculiar, some are just completely divas, some are really, really unique, and it makes for an incredible show. But they're all really, really talented and very, very unique.
Vanessa, please tell me someone does save the best for last. I want to see that moment. Please, one of the queens, I am hoping for it. No? Darn.
Yeah, I guess this is a spoiler alert now. It's not going to happen. But they are singing their behinds off. So you'll be excited.
I think the job isn't hard enough. These poor people go out there and do the judges' songs in front of them. I don't wish that on anybody.
That's really hard.
That would definitely take a lot of guts. But Michelle, okay, you obviously have been a part of the Drag Race world, Drag Race family since the beginning. How is or maybe it isn't, is your judging style or the way you're approaching this experience, is it any different than what you normally would do on Drag Race?
One thing I can say about me that I'm proud of is I am authentically always me. I can't change who I am. I can just be who I'm hired to be, which is maybe a tough love judge, but I say everything that I say for a reason, and it is to help the queen get to the finish line. I am saying things not to be rude, nasty, whatever. I'm saying things because I hear them or I see them, and I'm telling you, it's such a little tweak that if you fix, you can come back a new person the following week if you're able to stick around. So I can't change who I am, and I won't change who I am. And by the way, it's $250,000 on the line. So I feel like if that were me on the other end of it, I'd say, tell me what you want. Tell me what wasn't up to snuff. And I will do my best next week, if I'm lucky enough, to make those changes. And that's the way that I would receive it. So that's the way I give it.
Yeah, and you still don't like the white eyeliner, I know.
Don't look at Trixie. Don't look at Trixie.
Right? I think it could be done well, and I think it can also go very awry. But so can really every aspect of drag. I mean, there's performances, spoiler alert, where we see some of our favorite voices just go out there and maybe not believe in themselves that day. But we really are splitting wig hairs. We're coming down to like, you maybe weren't as amazing as you were yesterday. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's so hard.
No, I was so impressed with the first episode. Vanessa, what's your, judging style? Obviously, we've seen you on the show before, but this, permanent spot on this pop diva judging panel that I'm here for, of course, along with Leona, who we also spoke to. But what's your style and your vibe to kind of help these queens along?
My vibe is just my personal experience, going up on stage, singing pop tunes. I'm lucky enough to have been able to sing, at the Academy Awards. I've sung at Super Bowls. I know what it's like to be under pressure. I also know what it's like to perform a tender song at the Grammys and really have to bring the audience in to make them listen to where I'm taking them as a vocalist, the moment before. Am I vulnerable? What am I trying to convey? So all those things that I've been able to, experience as a performer in my lifetime at 58 years old, I get a chance to impart to these young, amazing performers that are open to listen, because they know that, with our experience, with the four of us, we have stuff that means something and can help them in their journey to not only win the prize of $250, but also help them have longevity in their careers.
Vanessa, I got to ask you, I was talking to Graham. He gave me a wild story of the first night he ever met Ru. We were talking about the 90s and the 80s. Did you ever cross paths with Ru and have a wild night? Or do you remember that, the first time you met RuPaul?
We didn't have a wild night, but I've seen Ru so many times that I don't know when the first time was. But one of the most fun was when he did an episode of Ugly Betty, and we went to the box, and there was a drag queen that was impersonating me in the episode, and we went to the box, and Ru was the master of ceremonies of the night, and it was filled with drag queens from New York, and my brother ended up being the person that they dressed up to be the drag queen to impersonate me. So that was the most fun because my mom got a chance to see me and my brother on Ugly Betty with Ru leading the evening. So that was a lot of fun.
Love that story. And you know what? Of course, we're mentioning Ru, executive producer. Last question. What do we think of this RuPaul Christmas ornament that is floating around?
Trixie, we're texting it to each other.
Let me just say this. I, more than anybody, hate counterfeit merchandise. If you think about it, you're making merchandise that's stealing money from a queer person of color who's an artist. It's not right. It's not cool. However, bitch, I bought a dozen.
Ru is living for it himself.
It's so funny. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I wish there was more. I wish there was Michelle.
Trixie texts me. She goes, I wish there was one of you.
I mean, if that doesn't get you through the holidays, I mean, we've got the Christmas ornament and this show, Queen of the Universe, December 2nd on Paramount Plus with this fabulous panel. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to see the rest of the season.